Cobalt was founded on the belief that pen testing can be done better. With Cobalt, more than 1,200 customers enjoy flexible pen testing via our innovative platform. I am the Director of Finance at Cobalt. Cobalt was founded in 2013 by 4 Danish founders, and we have offices in US, UK, and Germany. Before Pigment, we used spreadsheets. Our financial model included more than 25 tabs in the same spreadsheet, and every time we need to generate a scenario or multiple versions of it, it was a mess. Also, access control to those files, especially with confidential information, was challenging. We had a couple of cases where people shared files with other people that are not supposed to receive those files. So we had issues around version control, scenario planning, and access. We created a framework to evaluate different vendors out there, and we assigned different weights to each of the criteria. The criteria included like implementation timeline, flexibility, learning curve, and security of the tool. We chose Pigment because the learning curve and the implementation timeline seemed easier to manage. The overall flexibility, the intuitiveness of the platform was impressive, and it still is impressive. My FP&A analysts were quickly on board with Pigment. They liked the tool, they went through the onboarding material, and they started creating models within a couple of weeks of joining Cobalt. Actually, our implementation experience with Pigment is one of the best I've experienced in my professional life. The solution engineers and the customer success managers we worked with, they really owned Cobalt's implementation. They developed a deep understanding of our business model, and they were quite collaborative. Meanwhile, they were able to expand our thinking by providing their perspective. In other words, they were not shy to share feedback on how we think about our business. It's not just my FP&A team loves working with Pigment. I've received positive feedbacks from other department heads, marketing, sales, product organization. They also have been enjoying using the tool so far. I'm confident that it is a positive aspect, it has a positive impact on the overall life of an FP&A analyst and the finance organization in general, because we are spending less time on getting the data together and checking the accuracy. We are able to spend more time on storytelling, building better models, ultimately doing FP&A job better. Particularly nowadays, you need to come up with different scenarios pretty quickly and efficiently. Pigment has helped us with the scenario feature. We are able to quickly spin up different headcount scenarios, different cost scenarios, and see how that impacts our bottom line and cash runway going forward. With Pigment scenario features, creating different scenarios is not much of a hassle. I mean, my FP&A analysts, even without me asking them, they usually come up with a board that includes a couple of scenarios. With Excel, it's duplicating the file, essentially creating the whole model again. And you need to track how those scenarios are different from each other. They are essentially different files. With Pigment, it's part of the same board or dashboard, so it's easier to create and navigate. It's not a fun feature, but my personal favorite feature is access rights and permission management. Because in finance, especially in some parts of the model, you need to be really careful of what data is available to which people in the company. FP&A better and faster.